So I have a question for you. Are you a person that reclines your airplane seat as soon as you possibly can when you get on the flight?
I'm allowed to put my seat back. I'm allowed to put my seat back.
Or are you a person that sometimes will put your seat back when you think it's appropriate? Or are you a person that never puts your seat back because you think that would be a really rude thing to do? Let me know in the comments. But I have the ultimate answer to airplane seat etiquette, so stay tuned. Well, this all started back when I first began to fly in my 20s. Back then, it would really get under my skin. I couldn't believe how selfish people were. Why didn't they understand how much discomfort this was causing me? I mean, their seat was back digging into my knees. I guess I'm a bit more mellow these days. It still happens like 9 out of 10 times, but I've learned to accept it, and I'll even like look over at my wife and share a laugh when once again person in front of me is feverishly pushing that seat back, trying to go beyond full reclining. I'll look around the cabin and like 99% of the other passengers have kept their seat in the upright position, but that one person in front of me, they have to put it back every time. Here is the airplane seat etiquette that every traveler should know. There is a time and place to put your seat back on an airplane. On overnight flights, this is what the airplane designers had in mind when they made the reclining seats. It makes sense to try to get some sleep on your flight at night. Besides, if everyone has their seat back, then everyone can be comfortable. So by all means, put your seat back and get some sleep on that overnight flight. Another time to recline your seat is on a really long flight. And by long, I mean like at least 8 hours. I get it. Sometimes you need to reposition just to make it through a flight that long. The caveat I'd put on this is don't do it for the whole flight, especially not while they're serving food or drinks. Keep in mind that you're making the person behind you less comfortable. Be a decent human being. Limit your seat back time to a reasonable amount. So this brings us to when you should not put your seat back. This is really easy, people. On any daytime flight, domestic or international, that's 8 hours or less, for the love of all that's good, please don't put your seat back. If you're a person that's been doing this now, it's time to reflect, reconsider, and change your ways. It's just selfish. Sit in your seat, watch a movie, look at your phone, listen to podcasts, read a book. You don't need to be like leaned way back to do those things, especially not in the middle of the day. Some will argue that reclining seats are a built-in feature provided by the airplanes, and therefore it should be utilized without guilt.
I'm allowed to put my seat back. I'm allowed to put my seat back.
However, just because something is permitted doesn't mean that it's always the right thing to do. Demonstrating empathy, demonstrating consideration for fellow passengers should take precedence over personal convenience. It's amazing to me how little people think about basic politeness these days. What really gets me is that most of the time, the people in front of those with their seats reclined don't have their seats reclined. You would think it would be a hint to those people that maybe it's not the right time or place. What are your views on airplane seat etiquette? Do you think I'm wrong? I don't think you can change my mind on this one, but I'd love to hear your point of view. Let me know in the comments. Hey, you made it all the way to the end of this video. That means you liked it. Why not hit that like button? Why not hit that subscribe button? We're going to be making great videos. We're going to be talking about travel, talking about cruises, talking about South America. Hit that like and subscribe. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon.